Batman, Mask of the Phantasm 1993 movie review. And first of all, this is really my childhood. This movie and the 1990 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's the two movies from that defined my childhood. As an adult, I have watched this one time before watching it today again, and what can I say? It's a great movie, the best Batman animated movie to date in my opinion. First of all, this movie has just about everything. It has Batman doing detective work, good action scenes, great story. It has Batman origin story, a little bit there. Also Bruce Wayne's story as well, about a time when he almost didn't become Batman. But of course eventually he became. From the very beginning, you know you're in for a great movie. When the opening music comes out, it's just great. And throughout the movie it continues, great music. And the first scene with Batman, it's great, one of the best animated Batman moments you'll see. So the story is basically about Phantasm that comes into Gotham and starts killing mob bosses, and Batman gets the blame for those. And then the Joker comes about halfway through the movie. One of the crime bosses hires him to take care of the Batman, but it turns out it's the Phantasm and not the Batman. And I said you get Bruce Wayne flashbacks and Batman flashbacks, how he became the Batman. I think even Christopher Nolan used in Batman Begins one of those scenes. The Phantasm, as a child, I was afraid of it. He seemed to be supernatural or something like that, so it was a terrifying villain. And unfortunately, we haven't seen the Phantasm in any games, I think. I hope that Rocksteady would have included Phantasm as a either playable character or a villain at some point. Or, you know, something. It was an original villain, and unfortunately we haven't seen Phantasm after that. In the Bruce Wayne flashback you see how he almost got married to Andrea Beaumont and how she leaves him, and then Bruce Wayne decides to become the Batman. And Andrea Beaumont comes back in Gotham at the same time, around the same time as the Phantasm. And as I said, there are some great scenes like this one.
This is not your fight. This madness ends now. Batman, this is the police. You are under arrest. Step away from the...
Now tell me that isn't one of the best Batman moments you'll ever see, live action or animated or video game. I think that's one of the best. So now it's some nitpicking and potential spoilers. It is 13 years old, this movie, almost. So if you don't want to hear them, you know what to do. So, one of the minuses this movie has for me is that once again the Joker is a big part of the movie, or in the movie. They do a good job with him. He's not too big of a character, and we do see some of Joker before he was a Joker. But again, this came out '93 and we didn't see too much Joker at that point. And the biggest is that we don't get a good action scene with the Phantasm and Batman. But other than that, this is almost a flawless movie for me. If I wasn't such a big fan of live action movies, this would be the best Batman movie. And as a movie, it probably is, but I do like live action that much more. So that's why this is not the best Batman movie for me, but it's right there. This movie came out in theaters, and it is the only Batman animated movie that has come out. The Killing Joke did come out for one day, I think, in the theaters, but if it's only one day, you really can't count that. I think it came out only in the United States. And this movie made about $5 million on a $6 million budget. It was the marketing campaign's fault. And this movie, of course, has Kevin Conroy as Batman and Mark Hamill as the Joker. Everyone does a good job of voice acting. So the art style, it's beautiful, really good. And of course, this is, the 90s, the animated Batman series, that universe. So, but it's so much better than the animated series, because it's a whole movie. This did have 2 direct-to-video standalone sequels, Batman and Mr. Freeze Sub-Zero and Batman Mystery of the Batwoman. They are good movies, solid, but nowhere near as good as Mask of the Phantasm. So, I will give this movie 9.5. It was almost 10 out of 10 movie. The only thing is that little bit of the Joker that brings down, and no good action scene between Phantasm and the Batman. The one cool scene, of course, but it was too short and they didn't really fight. So I would have liked to see Phantasm and Batman fight before Batman knew who Phantasm was. So that's these are minor complaints in otherwise near perfect Batman movie. So if you haven't already seen it, if you don't own this movie, buy it, see it. And thanks for watching this video. If you like to see more movie reviews and other stuff, click the subscribe button and leave a comment down below. Bye.